Well, there are growing concerns from Republicans about the FBI after an unsealed court document reveals allegations the Bureau heavily misused a very powerful digital surveillance tool to monitor hundreds of thousands of American citizens improperly. Add to that new alleged whistleblowers coming forward claiming the FBI targeted specific groups of Americans based on their political ideology. Joining us now is Congressman Mike Johnson. He's vice chairman of the House Republican Conference, who serves on he also serves on the select subcommittee on the weaponization of the federal government. Sir, thanks for being with us. Take a look at this. The accusations from whistleblowers reportedly now include that the FBI misused this tool known as Section 702 to target people who were arrested during protests about the 2020 police killing of George Floyd, January 6 riot suspects, over 19,000 donors to a congressional campaign, also a whole bunch of crime victims. Your reaction?
Yeah, this is the latest example of the FBI's weaponization against the American people. We have uncovered egregious examples of this just in the last year or so as the Congress has proceeded, the last 6 months. We know that they labeled concerned parents at school board meetings domestic terrorists. We know the FBI was seeking to recruit spies inside the congregations of conservative Catholic churches. We know they worked hand in hand with the social media platforms to censor and silence conservatives online. We know the Durham report said that they failed in their critical mission of strict adherence to the law. And now we know for a fact the FBI was misusing the FISA statute and spying on Americans for exercising their First Amendment rights. And as you noted, whether you're a protester, a political donor, a whistleblower, even a victim of crime, you might have been swept up into this, and it is alarming.
So Congressman, when you hear about, the FISA court and the authorization being misused under Section 702, you think, well, did it happen once? Did it happen 10 times? Did it happen 50 or 100 times? It happened 278,000 times. Right. How does that happen?
Houston, we have a problem. There is a pattern that we've seen with the FBI. We uncover some egregious abuse of the civil rights of Americans. That first they try to claim it didn't happen, then when it's revealed and proven that it did, then they say, oh, well, it was low-level employees, or it was outdated software, or programs that we needed to update. But we've done all that, don't worry. See, the problem is the FBI can't police itself, and that's what it's trying to do. We have the responsibility in the Congress of oversight of this agency and the Department of Justice itself, and they have far exceeded and overstepped the Constitution and their responsibilities to the people. And so we have to rein that in. We've got to do this because, as y'all well know, the people's faith in our institutions is at all-time lows, and that includes the Department of Justice. That's a serious threat to maintain a republic. We have to get on top of this.
The problems inside the Bureau are well known. Republican criticisms of the Bureau, well known. What is your proposal for moving forward? You can't get rid of the agency wholesale. We need law enforcement in the country. What's your proposal, sir, that you think your colleagues also might take up for how we move beyond punishing culpable folks and actually creating a Bureau that works?
It's a very important question. The FBI is an essential agency. It has really important jurisdiction and responsibilities, but if they're exceeding their constitutional bounds, we have to rein it in. So in the first order, with regard to FISA, Section 702 is set to expire this year. We have to reauthorize it. I think you're going to have some bipartisan concern about that without some meaningful reform. Even Jerry Nadler, the ranking member on House Judiciary on the Democrat side, says that we're going to need reform. So we're going to get, I think, bipartisan agreement on that. The larger question about the FBI itself, they're asking for a $4 billion new headquarters for the FBI. In our view, the problem is at the very top, not the field agents, not the patriotic officers out in the field, but the people at the top making those decisions. Maybe they won't get that $4 billion for that new headquarters. There's some remedial measures that we have to take to bring accountability, and we're deadly serious about it because this is a serious issue.
All right, we'll keep watching this. It's really extraordinary that this has popped up yet again. Congressman Mike Johnson, good to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir.